TIFU by shaving my banana before a first date. Edit 1, technically trimmed not shaved. So the TIFU happened last night, but this requires some background explanation. This is gonna be TMI, but that's kinda the nature of TIFU, so whatever. I'm a sporty person, mountain biking, hiking year round, etc. I also have apparently a hairy butternut, which means wiping the old pooper can be somewhat of a chore at times. Sometimes, unbeknownst to me, not everything gets removed, and I don't know if you have ever let somewhat digested stomach acid, aka the Taco Bell runs, gently rubbed between your greater cheeks for an entire day before, but it ain't fun. So I had the bright idea to shave my bunghole. Less hair, less cleanup, less chance of banana-related rashes on the next mountain bike ride. So I trimmed it off at night, added some Aquaphor to the affected area, that stuff is magic, and the wiping job is smooth as butter the next day. Win-win. Fast forward 2 days, and I'm going on a first date with a pretty cute girl. Classic dinner and dessert kinda thing, cause she's like the best looking girl I've dated, so I wanna shell out the monies of course. It went pretty well, and we got cold stone afterward, and then we decided to head to my place, hoping my roommates aren't home, for a movie. Turns out they aren't home, which is extra nice, because we both were throwing mad hints to each other about how attractive we found each other. But, guys, I can feel it building inside me. The gas, not the sexual tension. Unfortunately, we're sitting there on the couch watching a movie, and I just had to let one out. I'm usually pretty good at silent farts, so I'm not paying attention to the fact that we're in a quiet spot in the movie. And this fart was not silent. It was the loudest, flappiest, most percussive fart I've ever had in my entire life, hands down. I was mortified. She immediately turned her head toward me with an expression of pure disgust, and I of course was super smooth about it and tried to awkward laugh it off, which is my response to most tense social situations. She did not laugh with me. No text backs so far. Googled it this morning, and it turns out shaving your butt makes your farts extra loud, cause your butt cheeks slap around with no hair to muffle the sound. So a little till there for you inside this TIFU. Just waiting for my banana fuzz to grow back now, so I can go on dates again. Edit 2, man, I should've used my real account for the awards. Guess I'll have to switch over to this baby. TL, doctor, I shaved my coconut to make wiping easier and prevent rashes. Turns out it makes your farts super loud, which I discovered during a movie in my apartment on a date, which ended awkwardly and soon after. I'm laughing here trying to think what you googled, exactly. I'm hoping it was something like, do hairless buttholes fart louder than fuzzy buttholes?
Exactly this, does shaving your cheesecake make farts louder?
Why didn't you just excuse yourself and let it rip in the bathroom?
What's more important, a TIFU or getting laid? Exactly.
You farted in front of the girl on a first date. I mean, you have balls, but they're going to stay lonely balls. Cold Stone Creamery, huh? You really pulled out all the stops.
I'll shell out the monies if she a cutie. So we hit up Dairy Queen and then I farted on her.
I think the fuck up was pushing a fart out during a movie date. TIFU by listening to my GF's obviously stupid game. So, yesterday my girlfriend and I were playing around, you know as lovers do. Naked. Sometime in this whole play activity, she asked if I could stick my cheesecake in a bottle. Now, this was a weird thing to me, but I thought maybe it was one of her fetishes, so I went ahead and did it. It didn't fit in the first 2 bottles we could find, yes I know. Humble brag. But the third one had a wide enough neck/opening for at least most of it to go in rather snuggly. She started laughing and I started forcing a fake laugh and then asked her how long she wants me to do it for. She never replied, and then she just started playing with the part of my twig and berries that was not in the bottle, causing me to get hard. She knew what she was doing was causing this but would not stop. I begged her to stop, but she would not stop and continued to stroke me. Now my coconut was straining and I started to get really worried. Then she started screaming. Blood was coming out of my butternut. Long story short, She started crying and finally stopped. Bleeding continued for a few minutes, only small amounts. Since yesterday, peeing still hurts. She thought I wouldn't be stupid enough to proceed with putting my limp coconut in a snuggly fitting bottle. TL, Dr. I banana up my banana by putting it in a bottle. Edit, so my girlfriend saw the post and says she's embarrassed and wants me to take it down. If you come back here to check, no, I'm not taking it down. I am the one with the sore butternut and no one can tell from the story that it is us because we told no one. Well, I hope you didn't. Sorry, I'm keeping it up. See you at 8. I am locking this thread because most of the comments are just rude and uncivil. Try again next time, folks. I'm about to go pick my dad up from the hospital because a cut in his banana got infected and the infection got into his blood. Go to a zucchini doctor and tell your GF she could have killed you. Hey, Op, let us know what happens at 8. Like whether or not you still have a GF.
More concerned whether or not he still has a coconut TBH.
A guy I knew broke his zucchini when zucchini a girl on the floor and dicking the floor by accident.
Oh my.
TIFU by pitching a really banana stupid slogan to my only cool client. I'm in marketing, particularly in the business of slogans. So, a few days ago I was writing the slogan for this local wine and pizza restaurant and they told me they had a problem. They had an uncharacteristically cheesecake location. There's no way people were just finding this place on their own. It was buried on the backside of a butternut strip mall on a desolate road 10 miles outside of town. So, of course with a location like that, foot traffic was suffering and the business as a whole was failing. Last night, I went there to get some food. For research, you know. Anyway, I was surprised at the atmosphere and the quality of the meal. The pizza was really good. The beer selection was varied. They had a little play area where parents could drink and watch their kids play in a pretty fancy jungle gym. Pretty good stuff. Even if I wasn't writing for them, I would have given them 5 stars on Yelp. Is what I mean. When I was driving home it dawned on me. The way to get this place on the map, literally, was to make it feel like a destination unto itself. I wrote a lot of garbage for a while, where wine country is next door, but I was determined to get something usable. Finally, it hit me, go somewhere. It had nearly everything I wanted. A sense of agency and urgency, a subtle association with class and elegance, the claim that this place was, indeed, somewhere to be. But, still, it wasn't quite there. It lacked the feel I wanted, felt a little too abstract. Customers didn't need to just go somewhere, but rather a particular direction. They needed to be pointed. After another hour or so, I had it. Eventually, the slogan I pitched these poor people was this: go somewhere else. Which, I believe the corporate equivalent of is like get the cheesecake out of my face. They haven't emailed me back. TL, doctor, today I cheesecake up by not thinking of the whole context of a slogan I wrote and I'm pretty sure I definitely lost a client because of it. Locked due to spam influx. Try again next time. Enjoy the HD read. The somewhere else you're looking for.
I think Hop made this TIFU to get Reddit to spitball better slogans for him. That being said, nice work.
Come here and eat our pizza, you coconut. I would go to a place with that as a slogan. Honestly, were you a tinsy wincy bit high?
Deleted.
We're behind the competition.